And then there's happy for no reason. So these are the people that are truly happy. This is, you decide to be happy, you are happiness.
And always bring happiness around, and you be that best version of yourself that sparks and shines and brings happiness everywhere.
And it has to feel good. That's the most important. Every step you take has to feel good. If it does not feel good, don't do it.
Especially if you come from a culture that loves drama. Drama takes a lot of your energy down.
So it's not like she can be wrong and I can be right. Whatever you believe is going to be your truth. No, that's not my truth. I believe in a certain way, and law of attraction is going to attract to my life what I believe is true and what I focus on.
Everyone, welcome to another episode of the Happiness Sweet Spot. I'm Laura and this is my amazing friend Nadia.
Hi!
We are here today producing episode 3 of season 1. This season is all about the law of attraction, and today we are talking about how your emotions are the fast track to your success, to building the life of your dreams, to manifesting all that you actually desire in life.
So why are emotions so important, and why do we say that emotions are the fast track to the life of our dreams? Well, because when you feel good, you are moving in one direction, and when you are not feeling good, you're basically blocking your energy. So I'm going to go into detail all about this. But first of all, let's just understand that emotions are a guiding system. Emotions are, we have emotions, and many people probably have never even asked themselves this question: why do I have emotions? Why do I sometimes feel good and why do I sometimes feel bad? Well, because when you feel good, it's a universal law. It's just the way that we are made. It's taking you in the direction of the easiest, nicest, more enjoyable path in life. And when you feel bad, it just means like, don't go that way. Many people don't know about this, and as we know, many people just go straight on to what doesn't feel good because they just think, I should, or I've been told to, or this is what society expects, or I shouldn't be so picky, or so. Now we are going to go into more detail about why it's so important to follow what feels good and how you can follow what feels good. First of all, I would like to talk about, and this is actually something, the explanation that I thought is very clear, and I really enjoyed it when I heard it from an amazing author and bestseller of the book Happy for No Reason, Marcy Shimoff, and she explains this in a different way, and I thought I would give you this explanation because it's very simple and very clear. So, you have some people in life that are unhappy. These are the people that you see clearly depressed, or they live with a lot of anxiety. You can clearly see that they do not feel good. After, you have some people that are happy for bad reasons. People that are happy for bad reasons will be the ones maybe that feel good when they go shopping. That's, you know, they feel good when it's like retail therapy. Or the ones maybe that will use drugs or alcohol, these kind of things, and when they're in that situation, they'll feel good. But the moment that they stop doing that thing, they'll feel bad again. So this is not a happiness that you can keep. It's just a happiness that you get as a rush when you're doing that thing, and in this situation it's something that's not that good for you. Then there's people that are happy for good reasons. So normally this is what people say when they say I am happy. and say, oh, I'm a happy person, because what they're observing on the outside is pleasing them. They have a nice car, they have a nice house, they have a nice family, and everything they observe is good. So they say that they are happy people. Obviously, this is more healthy than being happy for a bad reason, but still, it is depending on what they observe in the outside world. So the moment that things on the outside world disappear, then their levels of happiness will go straight down. And then there's happy for no reason. So these are the people that are truly happy. This is, you decide to be happy, you are happiness. You are your little ball of happiness, and you take that to the world. So you don't try and extract your happiness from the world. You are the happiness, and you project that to the world, and you manifest that way. So this little explanation is just to show you that when you feel good, you are in that place of happy for no reason, and you can, once you're in that space, then you project that to different parts of your life, and that is, it is very important to understand, because if all you do is project on what you see, the moment the thing that you see changes, your happiness level goes down straight away. And what we're trying to show you is your emotions are the ones guiding you, and you have to try and find that happiness and that higher vibration as much as possible. And if it depends on the circumstances around you, then it won't be a level that you can keep. So that's just something to really start learning.
Something that I wanted to say is Nadia and I are preparing an amazing course called the Happiness Sweet Spot to really find the way to be happy for no reason. This is Nadia's explanation, I think, is very clear when all these different types of happiness are, and also we can be a little bit of these different kinds of happiness on different areas of our life. The objective here on really understanding your emotion, really understanding the law of attraction, and how also positive psychology in our brain works, is to guide you through all these courses and podcasts and things we will build with Nadia, is to bring you to a place where no matter what the circumstances around you are, no matter what is happening, you have the ability and the power to control your emotion and your state of mind, and always bring happiness around, and you be that best version of yourself that sparks and shines and brings happiness everywhere. You are these ball of energy that attract others, but you have to polish it and just find it in yourself to bring it out.
So now we're going to be talking a little bit about how can you stay in a good feeling emotion, or what are the little exercises or things you can practice in your life to help you stay in that high emotion. Because as we know, everyone has jobs, everyone has interactions with people, everyone has routines, and it's very easy sometimes to listen to a video and say like, yes, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is how I'm going to live my life, and then you start on a Monday morning and everyone forgets everything about it. So we're just going to try and give you little helps that you can think about in your routine to stay on track. Number one, I think is important to talk about is nourishment. When you eat well, lots of alive foods. What are foods that are alive? Everything that is fresh vegetables, fruits, things that really give vitamin and energy to your body, things that are natural, that are grown in the ground. Drinking a lot of water. Our bodies are, mostly water, so it is very good for your body to replenish that, and you will feel a big difference. And you'll see, the more you are in a high energy, the more you feel good most of the time, the more the body will ask for these foods naturally. It's just something to keep in mind, because if you're living on fast food half of the week, it will affect your body. And we're not saying that anything is good or bad, because some people are at certain levels in their life where they might need that, or they need to step out of it little by little. It's not like any radical thing that you have to completely change immediately. We are just saying things to pay attention to and to move forwards toward gently, not anything radical, and it has to feel good. That's the most important. Every step you take has to feel good. If it does not feel good, don't do it. Don't do anything because we are saying you have to. Do it because it resonates with you and it feels good, and adjust what you do in function of what feels good in every moment in time.
Also, the importance of these things that Nadia is saying about water, about food. Think that law of attraction is all about energy. If you want to super ask the universe about something, it takes energy. And how do you get energy? How do you make your body or train your body to, it's very popular right now, be on this high vibration, just vibrate high, but you need energy for it. And it comes through managing your emotions and focusing the energy you have that can come from different factors to really push it through what you actually want. I want to talk about conditioning, conditional happiness that Nadia was talking about. We are used to react and focus our emotions through what happens during our days. If something pleases us, we will be happy and express and all this good energy around. And if something is not very appealing, if it's hurting us in a certain way, we will go down with the emotional immediately. Especially if you come from a culture that loves drama. Drama takes a lot of your energy down. You should stay away from drama. Let me be clearer around this. Some people will make you feel good. Some people will make you feel not so good. You don't need to put your energy to put these people away that you don't want in your life. You have to put the energy on yourself, on becoming a better version of you, one that vibrates higher and better than these people that might be toxic or not so good in a certain way. And the moment you start aligning with yourself and being better, trust me, you don't have to push them away. The universe will take them away from you. And this doesn't mean that you have to disconnect forever from someone toxic in your family, for example, or someone that you cherish in a certain way. You just have to also retrain in a certain way people to how you want to be treated. Here you have to be a little bit, take your emotions as precious, your balance as very precious, because the more you stay balanced, the easier for you it will be to take care of yourself and manifest what you want and use the law of attraction in your favor. So all the people that are not serving you in any way, or the situations that are not serving you in any way, number one, try to find things to be grateful for in that situation, even if it's the worst. Try to find something that is bringing you something positive, and immediately it will cut the emotion. You can be with someone that is not very pleasing, but if you cut the emotion and you are not relating to, or fighting back the emotion, the negative emotion that they're bringing, if you stay in your positivity and say, anything that could happen, I will still happy. I purposely stay in my joy, and that will start making the difference all the time, because your emotions, instead of doing this, they will be more stable and they will stay in a higher level. So cherish your emotions, find things that could help you see something good on the situation, be grateful for anything, and don't waste your energy pushing people away. Use your energy to stay in a higher vibration.
Yes, as Laura said, it's very important not to push things away. If there's people in your life that you feel are not serving you or making you feel bad, don't try and get rid of them. I mean, if it's someone you hardly know and that you're seeing from time to time and you really don't feel good, okay, that's fine, you just don't meet up with them anymore. But if it's someone at your work that you see every day, if it's someone in your family, you don't need to be radical, because radical is not going to make you feel good. If it's someone that you love and you're like, well, no, I'm going to feel good every time I see you, I don't feel good, I'm going to take you away from my life. Well, maybe, you know, you push them away from your life, but you're going to have this inner feeling of not feeling good because you don't have them in your life and you love them really. So that's counterproductive. What we're saying is focus on the sides of that person that you really enjoy. I'm going to give you an example. In our everyday life, even me, you know, sometimes with my husband, everyone that's married knows that you don't see eye to eye all the time. I have 3 little children. Sometimes the days are very, very tiring at the end of the day, when you feel sometimes like, oh, this is enough. Like, I am not going to be able to keep my emotions high now and feel good for very much longer. That's when you need to breathe, and that's when you can do your exercises. Maybe in that point where you feel like, oh, I can't anymore, you would, if you were on automatic piloting, you would just shout or say something bad to your partner. Well, I've done the exercise before, being like, okay, you know what? We're both feeling really tired now. Would you like me to go and get you a cup of coffee, or would you like me to go and get you a hot drink just to get a little bit of energy before we finish the last part of the evening? And I can assure you that that transforms the situation. That person just relaxes, melts down, and the energy is completely changed. Just that little thing. And you can do that in every situation, and trust me, the universe will or remove the person or the situation if it's not meant to be in your life anymore, or the situation or the person will transform in front of your eyes to be things that please you more. And that is always the way it is if you focus on what you like. Now, I'm not saying that it's always easy. We're not saying that we do it all the time. We're human. Sometimes we explode. Sometimes we just let our emotions take the better of us. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just to be conscious of it, say, oh, okay, that time I did not do that well. Keep it in mind for next time. I'll try next time. Next time I'm in that kind of situation, I'll try again. I'll keep it in mind. And that's the whole process.
That's why you have to start using your own internal radar. Every time you see, you start feeling like your emotions are shattered and that something is like, you know, you have something in the stomach that it's blocking, just pause, take a moment and think, how can I cut the energy? How can I just stop the energy and change it? Sometimes we need a little moment to breathe, a little moment to think about something else. But as Nadia said, just find something to do that will cut the energy. Maybe change the music, or say to the person, I love you, I'm feeling tired right now and I just need a moment to breathe. Just take a little breathe, go outside, change the energy, maybe just do a little meditation. 5 minutes is enough just to listening to your breathing and thinking about something nice and cut the energy.
Okay, so something that is very important to do also is to little by little start reprogramming your mindset. So just try and change our habits of how we talk, how we act with other people. We are all in situations every day where we interact with lots of different people, and we are in habits that I would say are led by society, things that everyone seems to say when you see each other, when you don't have a specific conversation to talk about. And let me just clarify, we, after all these years of practicing, still do this. So don't be hard on yourselves, and don't think that you have to do it all the time, be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's just, as I said before, try to be aware of how you talk, how you feel at every moment, and do your best. So if you are in a situation, for example, where you're talking, I'm going to give you an example about something that I do, just so that you understand. I have been in situations where I have been with friends that complain a lot about how difficult it is to be a mum. I am a mother of 3 little children, and a lot of my friends have little children. Anyone who has little children will know it takes a lot of energy and you can get very tired. So the conversations can quickly go into complaining about how hard it is, complaining about how little time you have for yourself, lots of different things. And sometimes I have found myself, and I do not feel this way at all. Most of my time I feel amazing when I'm with my children. I love my children. We have so much fun. And I have been lucky that, well, not lucky, I have manifested someone that helps in my home, so I do have help with my children, and I never feel like it's a load. I have the help I need. I always have lots of energy. I do lots of activities with my children, and most of the time I do feel great. But in these situations sometimes where I'm talking with other mums that maybe do not feel the same way, instead of just saying who I am, I guess unconsciously, maybe because I don't want maybe for them to feel worse, or because it's just out of habit, I will also start to find a few things that I can complain about. So I say, oh yes, when you have little children it can be very tiring and you do feel exhausted at the end of the day. And that is not my reality. Most of the time I go to bed feeling tired but feeling so satisfied with so much love and happiness and gratitude. But as you see in this situation, I lower the state of who I am just to feel maybe more of a balance with the other person. That is one example. I have also been in situations where the other person has a truth that they say very strongly and very clearly, and you can see that that person, and you all know people like that whatever they believe very strongly, and they'll say that. In those kind of situations, sometimes I will not bring my truth, or I will not express where I'm coming from. So if a person says, this is the way it is, and you'll see that in life, this is how people react, and this is how events happen, and you cannot control the outcome. Life is just hard and you have to put up with it. And you have to understand that whatever your truth is going to be your outcome. So this is a very important point that we wanted to talk about. Whatever you believe is going to be true in your life. Remember that. Whatever you believe as true, you are going to manifest things that prove that to you. So it's not like she can be wrong and I can be right. Whatever you believe is going to be your truth. So the fact that I do not believe that things happen to me like that, and that people are going to that people are not going to act in a nice way to me. No, that's not my truth. I believe in a certain way, and law of attraction is going to attract to my life what I believe is true and what I focus on. And the other person is also going to attract their truth. And over again, they will say to you, you see, I'm right. I said that people, you can never trust people, and look, all these people that I wasn't able to trust. And that's when you want to say yes, because you believe that, and the more you believe it, the more you're attracting it. And sometimes I just don't feel it's the right time to talk to a person that feels so strongly in that situation about their beliefs, about all this, so I just tend to keep quiet and nod. So these are a few examples of how you can just in everyday interactions not be like the complete true self of who you are, and that's fine, there's no wrong, there's no right, but just to be aware of it and try and be as close as possible in every moment in time, saying and expressing your truth and feeling it inside.
The more you align with your truth of who you want to be, who you really are inside, and the more you work becoming this person, the easier it will be for these negative or toxic persons to not be compatible with you. I have experienced that many people that are fake or that wear a lot of masks in society, subconsciously they don't feel attracted to spend a lot of time with me. They don't understand why, and that is because since they keep themselves in a lower range of energy, and I am always keeping myself aligned with my truth and happy and joyous, and I want to see the truth in other people, they subconsciously feel this discomfort because we all have our inner guidance system, and their radar is telling them that maybe I'm not as they are, and this is how people naturally go away from our lives. They own radars tell them that they're not compatible with us. If these persons work in their lives, in themselves, and become the best version of them, maybe at some point that's when we reconnect. I wanted to tell something else regarding becoming your true self and the best version of yourself. So many friends and people tell, I don't like my job. I don't like my job. I would like to change to another job. I don't like my boss. I have this co-worker that is not friendly with me, that is toxic, that is just bothering me all the time. I have to say two things about this. Number one, if these people are bothering you, it's because you are letting them bother you. You are giving them the power and the space, and you are letting their energy into your life, and all the reactions that you are having because of their negativity or their toxicity are yours. It's not their responsibility that you are feeling bad. You have to either talk to them and retrain them on how you deserve to be treated in a nice and kind and loving way. I'm gonna give an example. Or you just have to find ways to cut the energy. So how do you retrain people? I'm gonna give a quick example. I have someone in my family that I love with all my heart, but has a tendency to speak with toxicity, in the sense that always telling how someone else in the family didn't do well, how lonely they are, how things in life are not happening, how people are not treating them the way they deserve. And this person, I started talking to other people in the family, and they were like, yeah, I'm not calling this person anymore much, because the conversation always tends to be negative or toxic, so I don't want to talk to this person anymore. And this is something you could apply if you feel you have someone like this in your life. I stopped for a moment and thought, I love this person, I will not cut the bridges with this person because I love it so much. So what could I do, because it's my responsibility on how I feel and how I want to feel and how to protect my own energy. So I came to this person one day and told, I love you so much. I love when you tell me about your dreams and about where you want to go in life and how well you're doing. And I love when you tell me the positive things in your life. And I would love that our conversations are filled with these positive moments where you teach me new things, where you tell me the great things in your life, because I chose in my life to live a path of happiness and joy and well-being. And I don't really care about the toxicity of other people. I don't really care, and I don't feel connected with this thing. So if you have something to tell me about that, because it's important to you, it's okay, you can tell it to me, but short, short, to the point, just so I understand the facts, but I don't want to get carried on the negative emotions. And guess what? this person completely changed her way to talk to me. Now this person is always telling me her dreams and what she wants to accomplish and how great she felt with someone in the family, and she stopped telling me the negative things. And it's the transformation was incredible, and this is something that we should all do a little bit with people around, either at our jobs, either in family, either with friends, because when we are true to ourselves and respect ourselves, and we take the time to just teach others how we want to be treated, we are respecting ourselves, and this feels so satisfying. Maybe not all the people will have the maturity to change. That's all right, it's their reality. Then you just spend less time with them, or just, let the universe do its thing to put it a little bit away. But if the person changes, it's amazing and it feels very good. And maybe this way a lot of our relationships around will be better and more satisfying. And just a second thing I wanted to do regarding jobs. If you don't like your job, don't just say, I am quitting, I am going away because I have this terrible boss and I have these terrible coworkers and things are not going well. The problem is usually ourselves. We are not aligned. We will simply quit this job and attract another one that feels the same, that is equivalent, where we have the same blockages, because the problem is we are not aligned. So the moment you take the time to align yourself to work into better relationships at work, then you can, when you cherish your job, even if it's not perfect, the universe is gonna bring you one that you cherish even more. So first, don't try to push things away, because you are carrying the energy with yourself.
Yes, and a very important thing that Laura touched upon is also, don't worry once you start in this journey if people just disappear from your life. Sometimes we get attached to people and get attached to situations because we have a past and memories and all that, and we have to understand that the more you move forward in this journey and the more things go well for you, sometimes the more people will feel uncomfortable around you, because some people who do not have that same high energy, to have a person that is always happy and that is feeling great and is always positive, always talking about the good side of things, is going to be too much for them. Consciously or unconsciously, they're not going to feel comfortable around you. They're just going to feel like you're too much, or it's just not going to be for them. So don't worry if people disappear. At the beginning it's something to process, but as long as you are aligned with your truth and you are feeling great most of the time, and you know that you are really going forward toward the life of your dream, trust that the universe will bring the people that are more aligned to that happy energy, and will momentarily or forever remove some people of your life. And that does not mean that you do not feel love towards them, you do not think about them. Every time you think about them, think a nice thought, think something positive, and keep them in your heart, but you will just not see them physically for in your life, because that's the space that you need to make to let in the new things and the things that you are asking for, and the things that will be at the same level of energy as your new desires. And another thing I wanted to say is try and go around with a smile on your face. A smile on your face, if you're conscious of it, of having a smile on your face, it does really help. And it puts you in that level of energy automatically, and if you think about it, and anyone you see, you give them a smile, it makes you smile internally, and it makes other people smile, and it really builds up that energy. And to feel also that inner peace when you're doing things, to feel I'm not saying to do things like always calmly and relaxed. I have 3 little children and I spend my time rushing around. So it's not like everything is zen and peaceful, no. But everything you do, you can do it quick, you can be here, there and everywhere, but have like inner satisfaction and peace on the inside while you're doing it. And feel the levels. If you go into a level of I'm doing too much, I'm starting to feel anxious, try to bring it down a notch. If you're doing lots of things here, then everywhere, but in excitement, in joy and appreciation, carry on doing that. But you'll know if it's serving you or if it's not serving you. So just try and keep that in mind. It really helps.
We have so many things to tell about emotions. We could like keep talking for hours now. We are running out of time. We will probably talk in another episode about how the way you talk to yourself affects your emotions. Let us know in the comments if you would know more about that. That's very important because there is the conversations we have with other people that affect our emotions, but the way we talk to ourselves is the main important thing, because people can go and come to your life, but you are always with yourself and you should be happy and satisfied being with yourself, and that's about the emotions you generate yourself or yourself to yourself. We are so happy to be here, guys. We are running out of time, so we have to say you bye-bye and see you in another episode. We love you. Our course is coming in some weeks. We're very excited. We will talk a lot about emotions, how to handle them, how to understand the levels of emotion, how to go always to a higher level of emotions, and this will be, I believe, very helpful for you. It will come out soon and we are so eager and we are sure it will help a lot of people in the world. So we love you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, if you have any questions, please, as I always say, every video is going to generate questions. If you're not familiar with all of this, maybe some things will not be clear. If you are familiar with all these concepts, but we are going into more depth, fire away your questions. We are so excited to be able to answer them all, and it does help you to go forward quicker. So yes, we'll see you next time. We have loved being here again with you, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
If you have questions, watch our previous episode. Maybe you're new into the law of attraction, just watch episode 1, episode 2. You will maybe find some of your answers there. Tell us everything you need. We love you. See you soon. Ciao ciao.